Welcome in, everyone. Happy 4th of July. Welcome. America, you're lucky if stores even close on, like, Christmas. Like, they don't even really do that anymore. Stores are always open here. But hello, JK. Welcome in, Tyrus. Hello, JK. Did I say JK twice? Hello again, JK. Welcome, Michael. It's not against the law. It's just, federal means all the jobs that the federal government is in charge of have the day off. We don't have anything that I know of. I mean, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not an expert in this, but from my understanding, there's absolutely nothing in the law saying that these days should be off. It's just the federal government gives those days off to their employees. On the other hand, we have national holidays like practically every day of the year. Sunday is National Fried Chicken Day. I'm going to be cooking fried chicken. Okay. I forgot to grind coffee. Yeah, the old school businesses, the banker hour businesses, the doctors, the insurance, all that sort of stuff takes these sort of days off. But retail stores, most any modern job, like I would assume most of the tech companies are still working on a normal weekday. Please show my chat, YouTube. I appreciate that, thank you. forget I shake that right by my mic every time. Get off. And chat, I don't have any half and half, I don't think, tonight. What do I have that I can throw into this? Do I have anything I can throw in this? Not doing butter. Not doing butter. Not doing anything else in there. No, I don't keep any of that powdered junk. I do have powdered buttermilk, but I don't really feel like powdered buttermilk in my coffee. Appreciate you all joining me on the 4th. Cheers. Okay, right into beef. We need to get our beef going. Not worth my time. I need to order another big bottle of oil. We're doing a stopgap mini bottle, which probably negates the whole idea of getting the cheaper, larger bottle, but regardless, I'm here. Now this is going to have one of those stupid plastic seals on the inside. I really dislike that. That came off better. I've had these things be like suction down on top of that with that thing there and be like impossible to get off. It's naturally caffeinated. And as far as the meat here, this is just what is sold in the U.S. as stew meat. It's scrappier pieces, odd cuts, that sort of thing. Not really so much offal or anything like that. It's often just cut up pieces of chuck or something along that line too. Meatballs. If I've been making meatballs too often, chat, are you talking about meatballs now? Because I do meatballs all the time now. So we're heating up the pan here to start searing our meat off. You know what? Let's do a medium. Let's do. Phyllo ain't easy. Like, you make the whole table one, you gotta stretch out that, like, paper thin. Torn Phyllo's been, like, having a moment lately. Like, that whole Dubai chocolate thing, where they're doing pistachio cream and Phyllo's scraps in chocolate. So we're just searing at this point. We're gonna be braising these for a couple hours. So gonna be making pickles tonight. Add some onion to that mix and do sweet and sour pickles to go on top. And what else am I doing with this tonight? Oh, we're making bread too. So bread's our next step once we get this meat seared. Probably get our yeast waking up while we're waiting. So this is going to be the start for our bread. They're still surviving these days. Like, the family-run restaurants are not having a good time these days with, well, especially with all of the delivery stuff, and, like, the corporate stuff has got that all down to a science and has the staff to do it for all their restaurants. The home businesses, like, some of these ones, you know, don't even have a computer in the business, the old ones. Why isn't... Why isn't that run? And this is why I have had several plastic camera mounts of mine dissolve over the years. Smoke. fans going on high. So we're going to wake up my sinuses here. A fair amount of apple cider vinegar. And about 2 cups of water. I don't know how much apple cider vinegar, maybe a half cup there. Yeah, why not? Let's throw a little Frank's in there. Give it a little angry vinegar. Okay, over to bread. We still need the scale out for other things. Speaking of buttermilk powder, though, Over on the other side of the stove, melting butter along with water. Buttermilk powder. Buttermilk powder is just like powdered milk, but it's buttermilk. So it's got that fermented tang to it, much like, say, yogurt does. And we're going to add flour to that. And give this a vigorous mix up as it heats up. Turn the heat off. This is for the bread. If anyone's unfamiliar, this is a Japanese technique in origin where you cook a small portion of the flour with dairy and or water, so that it's partially broken down for during the fermentation. Like protein, no, it's not like protein whey. It's like powdered milk. You can buy just powdered milk. It's typically more of a like end of the world, prepper thing. But it's just milk without any liquid. They've removed all the water from it. Which is sort of strange considering they sell evaporated milk here in the US that's still liquid. $320 grams of bread flour. What else do I have to add into this? Salt. While we're waiting things. Well, I can understand someone missing powdered milk. It's not a, unless you're like a mac and cheese fanatic or something like that, it's probably not something you'd come by very often. Like I said, it's more of like a prepper, end of the world, I've got a giant storage of food downstairs type person thing. But I like using them for all sorts of food things, but I'm weird with food, so... Nice, Michael. Okay, so we're taking this, adding this into our flour mixture. A little worried with how warm that was, if I could touch that or not. This is not a mixture I would want to get stuck on my fingers. You can use all sorts of different woods, and depending on what it is, people suggest different things. There's different things that are cheaper where you are. Like maybe it's apple wood, maybe it's cherry wood, maybe it's... Welcome, Senka. I don't keep a starter for sourdough. And we'll add our yeasties, water, and butter in there. Keep using the same bowl. Hi, Alex. We'll use the egg white as an egg wash, and the yolk we will throw into, once we get rid of that white, in with the bread. Whisk that ahead of time so that I don't have to worry about it when it goes to coating the buns. This is my normal bun recipe for anyone that's hung out in chat before, minus the fact that I don't have a lot of milk in the house, so I've been substituting some butter and other things. Oh, there's a whole nother egg in this. It's like, this seems rather dry. I will. That's at least closer. It's still on the drier side tonight, but I think we'll be fine with this. Happy 4th to everyone in chat. Ooh. Do you have a hot dog? cheap margaritas potentially even better. I normally don't pull everything off my board into the bread, but this recipe works well together, and so I'm just keeping it all together. Jersey replica giveaway. Nice. Oof. It's like I remember, I forget what stadium, but one of the stadiums opening and they're like, $8 beers. It's interesting they're doing cans. I would think most stadiums these days have one of those fancy, just slam the cups down and fill them up from the bottom thingies. That sounds like a winner, Alex. Alright, we're going to let that perf. Oil in the bowl. Light spritz over the top, or you can wrap it in plastic, or maybe paper towel. Towel over the top, whether it's terry cloth or regular towel, it never seems to work great for keeping the moisture contained. So I like either oil or plastic wrap, but all sorts of bakers used, tea cloth towels and I'd imagine major game ones, unless you're there with some sort of corporate sponsor, are almost unaffordable these days. I would think that minor leagues are really where it's at if you have appreciation for sport these days. You get into all other stuff with the, contracts and all that stuff, that madness. I think beeswax is a great option, but it's too expensive, most likely. I've had beeswax paper around the house before. I think I was gifted some for wrapping cheese in the past. But I honestly have no clue if it was expensive or not. I just have the assumption that, I mean, bee things are not cheap. Alright, so beef is doing its thing, bread is proofing. I think we're on to making some pickles. I can't believe that I just opened one of these by hand, chat. It's like, anyone that is used to English cucumbers and the plastic that come on English cucumbers, it's usually a project. That just sort of like tore and ripped. I need to get another one of these screws, chat. I'm missing the screw on this side. Though at the same time, I sort of wish I could get a whole brand new version of these, because they have a much better, like, turn and control version than this old school screw. But they're still like maybe you can find them cheaper, but I think they're like $40 these days. Which is sort of sad, because I remember them as being $10 in Chinatown. Maybe slightly thinner. That's good. Oh, nice. Scramble's working in YouTube tonight. Ooh, do I have onion in the fridge already? Nope. Hmm. All right, now we start in with making our pickling liquid here. Cup of white vinegar. Bit of apple cider vinegar. Slightly less amount of water. We'll start heating that up. Garlic powder. Ground ginger. Bay leaf. Dried thyme. Cayenne. Mustard powder. mustard seed. Salt. Pepper. MSG. Freeze-dried dill. Couple spoonfuls of sugar. Brown sugar. Yeah, one more. Oh, I was gonna add one of those to the beef too. I had a bouillon cube in with the beef. We just need to bring that really up to a boil so that everything gets to know each other, and then we'll pour it over the top of this. No frogfish fans? Frogfish, it sounds like a tongue twister. It sort of isn't, but it feels like if you included it in something longer, it would be much more difficult. Alright, now we're going to pour that over the top of our veggies. We let them hang out. Bit early to preheat our oven for that. We got those going. I guess we're breaking into doing taters. Clean up a bowl here real quick that I can use for the potatoes. Fill this with cold water now. Mandolin back out. And it's tater time. Let's hope these are all still usable. They're getting up there. Taters have got eyes. Hey, Guava. I will live with that. I think we're good with that. We're just making a couple tater chips for with our sandwiches. We'll make sure those get a good rinse, get a good amount of the starch off of them. Pour most of that off. Try and keep the potatoes in the bowl. Rinse. And start adding some of our barbecue-like ingredients in. We already got the vinegar in there, but some of the other ingredients that are more typical for a barbecue type braise. And that's going to start with some ketchup and mustard in there. Mustard. Worcestershire. Garlic. Onion. White pepper. And chili powder. Let that reduce. Okay, back over to taters. And parchment. Let's do parchment. We're going to lay these out one by one on parchment. Grab ourselves a clean towel, clean dry towel. Pat these dry. Layer 2. It's like we're dealing potato chips. That doesn't look up to date there. Guess I gotta fix that. Oh, that means it's not working right in the recording either. Darn it. Let me quick fix that. It's definitely smelling barbecue-y in here now. Immediately after adding those in with the beef. Muskeg, thank you so much for that resub. Pat dry on these. Should point out, someone was mentioned beeswax earlier. I apologize, I don't remember who it was that was bringing it up. They don't even use regular wax on wax paper anymore. They spray it with silicone. So, like, I'd imagine that's probably a bit more pricey. Alright, gonna leave these covered with our towel for the moment, if only to hopefully keep them from oxidizing a little bit. And we'll get our fry station set up over here. Hi, Nan Reader. I think this is finally getting the boot. We're gonna go in with fresh oil for our tater chips. We'll start preheating our oil and preheating our oven. Bread be poofing. It's not quite there. For those just joining in, we've got our rolls for tonight proofing. We've got some quick pickles made up here and sitting in the warm pickling liquid, cooling down. Onions, Fresno's, English cucumber, whole bunch of spices, sugar, vinegar, all that good jazz. Over here on the stove, we've got stew beef that has been simmering mostly in a beef liquid for quite a while, and I just 10, 15 minutes ago. Maybe even less. Added all the other typical barbecue flavors in there. Ketchup, mustard, Worcestershire, garlic, onion, ginger, pepper, MSG, all of those lovely things. I think we need another pan and parchment though, because we're going to work on our rolls here next. I'm going to portion my rolls next. And that is one. 3 more to go. Just fold them in on top of inside of each other until you get a nice smooth exterior. And then ball the end in. Squeeze. Or squish. Squish and spread. And then on the parchment. It doesn't necessarily look so much on camera, but this side with the air, even with the oil, it's a bit more leathery than the bottom. The bottom is feeling soft and slightly tacky, whereas the top is almost slightly leathery. Give that a squish. So now we got our buns. Now we just need this beef to get fall party. How warm we get in here, oil? Ooh, doing nicely there. We're almost ready to fry, chat. Grab another thing of towels here. Good timing with the ads. Though I still don't think the ads are 100% firing right. I don't think the bot's working right with the ads yet. I think only half of my script is running. Unless you all saw a lovely animation just a moment ago. Otherwise, I think it's half broke. Hey chat, can you hold on to this? Yeah, they still need a while. Chat, our oil is basically up to temp. These need a little while. I think I am not going to rush things here. I think I'm going to take a little bit of an AFK while we allow our beef to simmer and give ourselves a little time here for these buns to proof and fun things like that. So I will see all of your lovely faces back here in let's say 20 minutes. And I'm going to do AFK screen. So I will see all of your lovely faces back here in about 20 minutes.
A pleasure, Milton. In just a moment, we'll see how well Milton does at the Pentagon. But if you want to see busy hands at your house, just you offer this lively Christmas party dip that's so good to serve with king-size Fritos corn chips. Just follow the recipe right on the Fritos package. Of course, it calls for the famous Philadelphia brand cream cheese, an 8-ounce package which we blended with 2 tablespoons of milk till it's nice and smooth like so. Then come 2 tablespoons of Kraft cream-style horseradish for zesty flavor, a 1/4 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, and finally a dash of salt. And we'll blend our Philly mixture again. And when party time comes, let the folks enjoy this wonderful Philly horseradish dip with crisp king-size Fritos. There are those busy hands. Just remember, you make the best-tasting dips with the freshest-tasting cream cheese you can buy. Philadelphia brand cream cheese, made only by Kraft.
3, 2, 1, blast off. She's up. Come in ideal countdown control. Ready for second launching.
Atlas moving into position.
Fuel her up.
All set.
Countdown.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! There she goes!
Yes, you can be in command of your own ideal countdown. It's a real electronic missile base, You sit at the controls and move missiles into place. You count down. You blast off. You track the flight. The ideal countdown comes complete with moon missile and lunar probe, as well as a giant atlas. Get your electronic ideal countdown now, wherever good toys are sold.
It's a wonderful toy. It's ideal. Daddy! Gee, Mom was counting on that Jell-O cake for Johnny's Scout meeting tomorrow. Okay, Daddy. It's so easy to make a cake with Betty Crocker cake mix. I'll make her another one. White cake, devil's food, yellow cake.
It's a good thing her mom's modern. I'm Betty Crocker. With my yellow cake mix, all you do is add water and a couple of fresh eggs. The other ingredients are in the package. Same fine things you'd use right in your own home. You'll get a perfect cake just like this, or write General Mills, Minneapolis, Minnesota, and they'll send your money back. A high cake, a light cake, a better tasting cake.
And don't think it isn't. That's why Betty Crocker herself says,
I guarantee a perfect cake every time you bake, cake after cake after cake.
It's the newest, most exciting sound in town. It's a General Electric blender that's going around. Completely new from base to lid. Take it apart, see what they did. The non-skid base is the lowest you'll ever see.
The decanter has a 36-ounce blending capacity.
The non-spill lid is really smart. For blending convenience, it comes apart. Add additional ingredients, if you will. Look, no splash, see no spill. Put them all together and you know it's true. The General Electric blender is best for you. If you want to know another reason why,
It's only 10 1/2 inches high.
stores easily on the counter or on a shelf. There's 1,000 things you can make yourself.
Make party spreads.
Great cabbage heads. Blend the meatloaf for a family of 8. Make ice cold drinks you'll appreciate. Now's the time for you to buy the General Electric blender.
Did he say only 10 1/2 inches high?
Off into space. Man, that takes real teamwork. And here's a team of junior spacemen with an out-of-this-world breakfast that teams up V8 juice and Cheerios for flavor and energy. What a treat! A flavorful glassful of refreshing V8 juice and Cheerios with power protein, plus vitamin B1 for Go Power. And now, here's a special out-of-this-world free offer. This Moon Rocket Kit, both a toy and an exciting game. First, blast off. It separates in midair and lands 2 spacemen on a moon map. You get this wonderful game only through this free offer. Send your name and address and 1 V8 label plus 1 box top from these specially marked packages of Cheerios, Kix, or Frostios to Moon Rocket Kit, Mount Vernon 10, New York. Get Campbell's V8 cocktail vegetable juice with any one of these Big G cereals.
Alexis Lachine wines are full of flavor. Alexis Lachine wines are dry. Alexis Lachine wines are mellow. Drink an Alexis Lachine wine with any kind of food. Or anytime you feel like relaxing with a drink. Alexis Lachine, fine French wines.
Everybody needs energy-packed Sunbeam bread. Yes, it's all aboard for fun in the park, but Junior hasn't got energy enough for fun. He'd sure like to ride that horse. Hey, what's this? An energy-packed Sunbeam sandwich. You bet every delicious slice of Sunbeam bread sure does pack a big energy wallop. There's nothing like Sunbeam Energy to help you stay on the beam. Now, look at them go. On Sunbeam Energy, they sure do enjoy life. Everybody needs the kind of real zip and zing pep that delicious Sunbeam bread gives you. Yes, stay on the beam with energy-packed Sunbeam bread. All day long, eat Sunbeam bread and renew energy as you burn it up. Eat delicious Sunbeam bread.
Now, class, Mr. Tiger will show us how Kellogg's Sugar Frosted Flakes cereal starts out.
Is the flake field?
It's a cornfield. Kellogg's toast corn into golden flakes and adds a secret frosting. Helps keep them extra crunchy and delicious. It's part of your good breakfast and tastes.
I know, great! Sit down to breakfast with Tony, and you'll discover why it's great.
Mr. Tiger, you're wonderful.
Oh, shucks.
Satisfying cups of pleasure. A coffee break makes the moment bright, fresh aroma, friendly flavor. Make it coffee, make it often, make it right.
To brighten any moment.
Make it coffee.
To enjoy that fresh aroma.
Make it often.
Make it up fresh each time in a clean container. And for full flavor,
make it right.
And here's how. For each cup of fresh drawn water, use one approved measure of your favorite coffee. That's all, one approved measure per cup.
Satisfying cups of pleasure. A coffee break makes the moment bright, fresh aroma, friendly flavor. Make it coffee. Make it often. Make it right.
Univac, the giant electronic brain made only by Remington Rand, takes business statistics from magnetic tape, letters, numbers, and punctuation marks, processing them through its electronic circuits at phenomenal speeds. Univac can compute payrolls electronically, then produce printed checks in a flash. Over 8,000 checks an hour with this high-speed printer. Univac leads the field of electronic computing.
Yes, sir. If you want real entertainment, the best place to find it is in front of a General Electric Black Daylight big-as-life television set. Sports, comedy, drama, news, music. Yes, they're all yours, merely at the turn of a dial. This model has a big 16-inch black rectangular tube that lets you see everything that the camera sees, true to life and as big as life. Sparkling contrast and sharp focus give you pictures of such clarity that you feel you're right there on the scene. The cabinet, designed and constructed by America's leading cabinet makers, fits gracefully into any type of room. Genuine mahogany veneers, hand-rubbed for lasting beauty and durability, are just one example of the painstaking attention to every detail, which makes this cabinet one that you'll be proud to have in your home. The precision engineering and careful assembly techniques used in making this General Electric Black Daylight television set are your assurance of television at its finest. See it in operation at your General Electric dealers tomorrow. And when you see it, well, you'll know that you're seeing the best.
You are now looking at a slice of bread being spread with creamy-style Skippy peanut butter, as only Mary Ellen can spread it. All right, now, as you look at that, don't want you to leave me, because I want to show you something, believe it or not, that a lot of people like even better. Suppose we were to take some fresh roasted peanuts here, and like Mary Ellen has been doing all evening, and putting them in a nut chopper here. Give a couple more little chugs, will you, please? Mm-hmm. I think that'll do it just fine. Now you find in there some just tiny little golden nuggets of roasted peanuts, and they are colossal. Now, I want to try something here. Suppose we were to take these, now let me try an experiment, do you mind, honey? And we'd sprinkle them over the creamy-style Skippy. Say, how is that, huh?
Ooh, that looks good.
It does look good. All I did that for was to tell you that you can get that and enjoy it anytime you want. You won't have to go through any chopping process either, because the Skippy people do that for you in chunk style. That's done for you up in the factory. Now, chunk style, you see, has sprinkled all through it very generously through the entire jar those golden little nuggets that you saw there, just about like that. So that's already done for you there. Now, of course, either style, whether it's cream or chunky, if you get Skippy, you are getting the peanut butter that stays fresh right down to the last spoonful in the jar. And so I make it very simple again. I want you to know that this is an honest fact.
If you like peanuts, you'll like Skippy.
If you're still watching television on a small screen set, you're missing a lot. Here, for example, is a close-up on a 10-inch set. See how much smaller it is than my head? Now I'd like to show you the same close-up on a 21-inch set. There. Just look at the difference. She's as big as I am now. You can have big screen close-ups just like that. Close-ups as large as life with RCA Victor's great new 21-inch model, the Master 21, at the lowest 21-inch price in RCA Victor history, as little as $199.95. Visit your RCA Victor dealer soon. See television's greatest value, the Master 21, big screen 21-inch quality TV for $199.95. And remember, every year more people buy RCA Victor than any other television.
Here's an amazing free offer for everyone who's overweight. Even if you've tried other methods and failed, you can still lose ugly fat fast. Yes, thousands can tell you that calometric control is the only safe, sure, effective way to reduce. Now, this package contains the Wonder 10-Day Diet that gives you 3 delicious meals a day, plus a bedtime snack, even includes a jog for your willpower. Yet you take only 3 calometric tablets a day. And here's the sensational free offer. A 30-day supply of wonderful calometric tablets. A certified $3.50 value when you buy the regular calometric way to weight control. You save $3.50. Now, that's a $7 value for only $3.50. A 50% saving. And how can you get your free bottle of calometric tablets? Well, just send in this calometric box top with your name and address. Your druggist will give you a postage-paid envelope already addressed to the calometric company. Now, don't lose hope. Lose weight. Get calometric reducing formula at your drugstore. Send the box top in the free postage-paid envelope. Get your $3.50 bottle of calometric tablets free. Don't wait. Act now.
Next week, George and Gracie will be brought to you by Carnation.
Hiya, happy boy. Wish you'd been with me today. We saw a great dog show, some beautiful dogs. There was the handsomest poodle, a real beauty, an international champion. His owner gave me some good advice.
There are many dog foods on the market, but the Carnation Company makes the best. It's called Friskies, and it's quality all the way through.
You should have seen the champion collie. He won everything in sight. The handler told me.
A very important part of this champion's diet is meat. That's why we feed him Friskies. The principal ingredient is lean red horse meat. The best you can buy.
So happy, you're getting real quality, and you're going to get your Friskies right now.
Friskies is prepared to the high standards of Carnation Company and guarantees prime-grade nourishment.
Say, do you remember this old milk glass satin hen? Well, you know, milk glass was an early American favorite. And when the folks in the old days wanted something really delightful, they'd take one of their milk glass goblets and pour some very fine wine right into it. Well, now, you know, it's Welch's wine that is keeping this wonderful tradition alive. A real wine for folks who really want the best. Yes, today's answer to this age-old family tradition is Welch's family wine, the answer to warm hospitality and really gracious living, and the wine that so many Americans enjoy these wintry days. You know, there is very good reason for this ever-increasing popularity of Welch's wine. Now, you folks know that all sweet Concord kosher wines are made from grape juice, and everybody knows who has been making the very finest grape juice for the past 85 years. Welch's, of course. And that's right, the only kosher wine made from Welch's grape juice is naturally Welch's kosher wine. Now, when you want the best in grape juice, you buy Welch's. So, doesn't it make sense, then, if you want the best and most delicious kosher wine, you insist on Welch's family wine? You get several bottles tomorrow. Try the half-gallon size. You enjoy the wine of all occasions. That's right, when it comes to wine, you'll do well to insist on Welch's.
Hello, may I come in? I am Chef Boyardi. Perhaps you have seen my picture on Chef Boyardi products at your grocer's. Today, I want to tell you about a wonderful dinner for three. A dinner that only costs about 15 cents a serving. It's my own Chef Boyardee spaghetti dinner with meat sauce or mushroom sauce. It all comes in one carton. A full half pound of tender, quick-cooking spaghetti, 10 full ounces of rich, tasty sauce, and to top it off, a whole can of zippy grated cheese. A wonderful food. So ask your grocer for Chef Boyardee spaghetti dinner with meat or mushroom sauce, won't you? And look for other Chef Boyardee's products. They're also delicious, they're also nourishing, and they help keep the cost of your meals down. Chef Boyardee's products are at best grocers.
Ask for Chef Boyardee's spaghetti dinner. Only about 15 cents a serving.
Folks, why do you eat Wheaties?
We like it.
But did you know it's always been whole wheat with all the bran, and bran is one of nature's best sources of food fiber.
That's news to us.
Wheaties breakfast this morning?
Sure, it helps me feel fit.
But do you know Wheaties has bran fiber your body may need?
That's news to me.
Why Wheaties?
Oh, we love the taste.
Have for years. But do you know for years you've been getting something extra for your diet? Bran fiber?
Well, that's news to me.
Wheaties. It's brand news.
What? Keeping the coffee in the icebox?
Yes, Mr. Jones, it's a new kind of coffee, roasted by a new secret process. Hence, this new none-such coffee has a different flavor, a flavor preserved by vacuum packing, the flavor retained by refrigeration after the jar has been opened. Just taste it. You can't miss that delicate aroma, that clean, mellow taste. Yes, in cooking, the way to a man's heart is most of all through the coffee pot. In every jar, you'll find 3 special pointers, valuable in all methods of making coffee. Try new none-such coffee now. Use half the jar. If not 100% satisfied, get all your money back from your grocer without argument. Special for movie week, only 28 cents a pound, plus 3 cents refundable deposit on the jar.
Welcome back, chat. What you looking at, camera? I'm over here. Nice. Okay. I was worried our potatoes were getting too oxidized. They seem to be fine. I reduced the size of the pan I was using with the beef here. I went from my medium-sized pan here and cleaned that out during the break. And so we're now in my smallest cast iron. That way a little bit more of the beef is submerged and simmering with all of this, breaking down. Oven is preheated to 375, so I think our next project here is our buns. So we'll take our egg white egg wash and give these all a nice coat on top. And I'm thinking sesame seeds tonight. You feeling sesame seeds tonight, chat? Alright, so we got our buns seated. And these are going to go in 375 degree oven for 1820. And let's fry some taters. Yeah, let's just go with the stove for right now. About 200, so we need another 100 or so degrees. We only need to be a little bit over 300 for the potato chips. Welcome in, 10. Happy to see you. We got all sorts of loveliness going on here tonight. We've got homemade quick pickles. We got buns that are just put in the oven. We got beef that's been simmering for hours. Or at least an hour. Hours. And we're about to go in with our potato chips. Ooh. I got my arm too close to the stove earlier, and I don't know if that comes across on camera, but those are some singed tears. It was not smelling good. That was just before I started stream. Ooh, that's what I need to. That's one I need to add to the list. I need to fix the wash the hands animation. It's not working. Almost there. Somewhere between 270, 280. Get the fine salt out over near the potatoes to remind myself to salt them after they come out. They're just starting to solidify now. Do need to cook these until they're essentially stop boiling. We want to get all of the moisture out of these potatoes. Nice, 10. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, Phoenix. Can't say that I do. I mean, I'm familiar with SpongeBob, but was not my generation. So, fresh tater chips, fresh fine salt over the top, and Old Bay. Ooh, we're ready to go with another batch already. I assumed that would have lost too much temp, but it was cooking a while, so I guess it just caught back up. I'm more of the Ren and Stimpy, Rugrats, trying to think of other kids like... Excuse my cough. Turn the heat off, flame off there for a moment because I got an oil drip going over the side that I had to clean up. See what we got for a chip here, chat. That be crispy crunchy. Got a couple bubbles in this batch. That's fun. Getting there. Still a little bubbling going on. We're probably going to have to do about 5 batches here with the chips. I think we're good with that batch. Salt. Old Bay. That's the buns. On the lighter side, but I'll take them. Buns are squeezable. They're soft. Though that's partially because they're still nice and warm. Beef is still looking yummy. Give all that a churn here. Make sure it's all staying nice and hydrated. Just making sure none of them are like pretty permanently stuck to each other. They're all getting good exposure to the oil. I haven't made pot pie in quite a while. I think that's on the list of things that are coming up here. I think I have that on the calendar. And a touch more water in with our beef. We done, Chips? No, you still sizzling some. It'll work. Last batch of chips. Salt. Sorry for bumping the camera. Old Bay. Using the Old Bay almost to use it up because I've had it in the kitchen for too long. I need to use it up. I've never noticed until now with Old Bay how much of there being an almost like cinnamon-like component to it. Even though that's absolutely not in the list. Dad joke. I think just about everyone I know that has ever gotten a 4-leaf clover has smashed it. They either put it in like a little picture frame, they put it in a book, don't know if ironing it, but squishing it, definitely. Oh, still got a little life in them. There yet? No, we're not. How are we not there yet, Beef? How are none of you squishy yet? Flame off on the oil. Get this last batch out of there. So, I'm not going to worry about the Old Bay on the last couple. So we have potato chips. Whoa, potato chips. Lid on the fryer, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. I guess we're still chilling here because we need this beef to be smooshy. We need this to be a little bit more tender here, chat. So what's happening? How's your 4th of July, everyone? What did everyone eat today? I know we had someone already say they were doing some smoking earlier. I know I don't normally eat on stream with potato chips. Take one of our soft buns. So full flame on this big pan back here, even though it's the smallest burner I have. clean out the starch cup and make ourselves a fresh starch cup for our beef. Some of this beef is feeling like it's right there, and some of it's like, have you even touched the heat? See what our pickles taste like. Those will do. I do think I want to refrigerate a couple of those real quick for the sandwich, though. I don't want them hot. Throwing that in the freezer. Get our toast on. Hi, chat. Got myself good there. soft buns. Some of that's good, but some of it's just not ready yet. Like that big piece, this is the biggest piece, and that's definitely not cooked through yet. I think I'm gonna have to let this beef sit another 10 minutes here. Beef just isn't quite there. I'm gonna let it go just a little bit more. Alright, I'm going to thicken this sauce up a little bit. Get some cornstarch and cool water in there with it. grab a slate plate out here. And take some of our more tender pieces here and stack these in. There we have dinner, chat. Ooh, you're unplugged. Why are you unplugged? What did I do to unplug you for? Enough turntable. I'm gonna switch back to so I can take some photos here. And then we got to get the hand shot with the... Hi, Ozzy. Thank you for the resub. Greatly appreciate that. But I'm gonna go and enjoy my dinner now, chat. I hope you have all had an amazing holiday if you're here in the States. Hopefully you saw some fireworks, or you're going to soon. I am going to leave it there tonight, chat. I hope you have had a lovely Friday. I'm going to be back here on Sunday. We're going to be making fried chicken on Sunday. Either going to be doing bone-in... I don't think I'm going to be doing whole chicken fried chicken. I think I'm either going to be doing bone-in chicken breasts or bone-in thighs, depending on costs, I guess. I don't know. My mood when I'm in the store. Something. Greatly appreciate you joining in with me tonight. Hope to see you back here on Sunday. Good night.